like, there it is. I see the sun's a little on my left. See how my left side is all sunny? But the Capitol's behind me. And I just finished talking to you guys, but went out to exercise. I thought, I'll run down to the Capitol, see what they look like. There's no smoke coming out of the chimney. Like, when they elect a pope, they have smoke coming out. Oh, we elected a pope. Well, they passed a stimulus law, so they should have smoke coming out of the roof. That would make sense to me. But then I was raised Catholic, so what the heck do I know? But you see the title? I mean, what I'm thinking is that with the stimulus package, but even without that, we all don't have enough money this year, to spend a lot of money on presents. The rich are planning to spend a whole lot of money because they haven't been able to spend money. The rich people couldn't go travel, they couldn't go to entertainment, couldn't go out to dinners a lot. So they're gonna spend a heap on presents. So if your market is richer people, you're probably gonna do well for the holidays. If you're not, that's why if you don't have a lot of money, how are you going to give a gift to loved ones, and you don't have a lot of money? Well, there's things you could do, you could get for free that really will improve their life. Like if your friend doesn't have a good job, okay, you find out where they live, okay, and then you get their address, okay, or just their zip code. Then you go onto Google and you say, find career one stop. And when you find that, what will happen is you'll get a link from the Department of Labor that will show you put in your zip code and you find the career one stops. Now the career one stops are places where you could go for free. They help you for free mentoring and getting a job. They have money to train for a better job. They know about the unemployment stuff and things like that. But mostly now I think everybody's got to train for a better job. If you're tight now, then you got to think about what are you going to do next, and sort of start looking at what kind of training is available. And that's the one stop. So you print it out or just have the link, print it out, put it in a nice Christmas card envelope, or just buy a Christmas card and write the website on the Christmas card where they could make an appointment to talk to a career person for free and learn about free money programs for them to train for a better job. Now just think, what are you going to spend $20 on a tie or something like that, a fancy tie? This could change their life forever. Now that's a real present. Or daycare. Now what's happening, you say you have friends that hurting for daycare. Okay, now what you do in the new stimulus package, they're giving out more money to pay for daycare. Okay, what you have to do, your job is to find out where in the state capital your friend or lover lives, and find the office in charge of daycare. And there's a special office in every state capital. So you're looking for the state regulation for daycare. And there's a state regulatory office. You can call 211 or AuntBertha.org. You go there and have them find you the state office for daycare. You call the state capital. That's another thing. You just go to the boss. Like you want something in the White House, in Washington, you call the White House. So here you just call the governor's office and you say, hey, I'm looking for the office that regulates daycare centers. And they know. Don't worry. So you get that website and their phone number and you put it in a Christmas card and address it to your friend, and this is my gift to you, how to get $1,000 a month to pay for daycare. Call this office and find out how to apply and when the money's available and stuff like that. See, now what could be better than that? You're going to give them $1,000 a month. You don't have that to give, right? See, that's how you get it. Oh, here's a fun thing too. See the Capitol here? Well, on nice days, or probably every day, what they have a staff of people that go on the roof of the Capitol and they raise flags up on the Capitol on a flagpole. They have actually, I think, 6 flagpoles now. That the staff people there are raising flags, lowering flags, raising flags. You call your congressman or your 2 senators, they will get a flag raised over the Capitol in honor of your friend. Hey? And you get a certificate. Now it costs you like $10 or something like that. Very cheap. Man, where else you gonna get that? And so every like Glasgow members, I have a free report on what you could get from your elected official, and it has stuff like that. Also what you could get from your elected official is free passes to tour the White House. See, that's what I said. Next time you go to Washington, here, I got you a free pass to tour the White House. You call your elected representative again, your 2 senators or congressmen. See, these are gifts you can't get anywhere else. They're worth a hell of a lot more than you're going to spend, right? Now we're talking the most expensive one was $10, and what the least expensive, they're all nothing, and the ones that are nothing could get you $1,000 a month. So that's the kind of help that's out there. So that's why, if you saw my video earlier today, go back to that and download the report I have that shows you everything that's going to be in the stimulus package. Actually, I just heard that the Treasury Secretary hopes to start sending out checks the beginning of next week. So the $600, the $600 to $2,400. If you're a family of 4, you get $2,400. If you're a single person, you get $600, and that's up to $75,000. Then I think it decreases if you make between $75,000 and $99,000. But they hope to send that out next month. But here's one now that they won't know because it's hidden in that. Go to that website, the video I just did a couple hours ago, and look in the description, and you'll see a report from the Capitol that talks about what's available for businesses. Now, in addition to a couple hundred million, I guess billion, right? A couple hundred billion for the PPP, there's also the EIDL. That's the grants. And they have 25, I think it's 25 billion they're giving out there. So you want to be first on that. Last time when it was out, that's where you apply. They call it a loan, but they forgive the first 10,000 or 1,000 per employee. I don't know what it is this time. Go to sba.gov and look for emergency funding, and you'll see the EIDL emergency money, and see if that's working now also as a forgivable grant in there. Now it's still there for loans if you want to get loans, and they're not bad loans for 3% interest if you're a business. So if you know people that are small businesses, okay, you wrap up a Christmas card again and give them that website where they could apply for $1,000 to $10,000 grant. Now I'm not sure about the specifics, but it was like that last time, and they said they got, I need to get one, please. Well, I don't have them. You have to go there to get it. And that, I described the program. Actually, the government, I got the government from the Congress to describe it. Look at the video I did just a few hours ago that describes all the new programs that are available. And the extra, and see, now they're going to give you an extra $300 a month for like until $300 a week unemployment, and that's for the pandemic unemployment too. And you got to apply for unemployment even if you don't think you're eligible, because they are messed up. They don't really know, and there's 2 different kinds of unemployment, so it's really confusing, and the people giving out the money don't know. So you just have to get somebody to say, yeah, you belong. And they start sending you checks. So that's important. Hey, let's go. Did you ever find out who stole money out of your bank? Yeah, well, I was able to stop it. I didn't, but it was somebody who hacked in Facebook, $11,000, and to pay for ads. So they got to find these people. These people were using that money they stole from me. They got into my Facebook account. I still can't get into my Facebook account since that happened. Facebook is terrible. It's like the IRS. You can't. That's why I don't know why people say, "Oh, I can't get through the IRS." You call Facebook. Go ahead. You try or call. Call, oh, why does the private sector do it? Yeah, I mean, like Google, you call Google to fix something. You're never going to get anybody. Same way with the government. That's just a function of bigness. It's not who the hell you are. Yeah, it's just what you're doing. And you're processing 10 million claims when you're used to processing 1 million, you're going to be screwed up. So that's what the unemployment is like. So that's why it's best to just keep applying. If they say no, you reapply, or there's a procedure for having somebody else take a look at it. Because what you want is have some other bureaucrat look at it. So one bureaucrat looked at it, made one decision, you get another bureaucrat look at it, and they may make another decision. All those kind of things that I've seen in the past, because that happens all the time, is about a third of the people get something. You're not guaranteed, of course, but a third. So if a third of the people who complain that they weren't treated fairly get their money, that's not a bad deal. What are you doing? You're playing the lottery at 1 out of a billion people, right? Getting money. So that's a stupid game to play. Do Maryland have any for fun Christmas kids have any for fun Christmas? Yeah. Well, I mean, it's for, there's what you want to do is nonprofits. So in Maryland, you call, depending on where you are in Maryland, call 311 or 211 and look for, help for kids at Christmas, and they'll do it. Or if your library's open, ask for the reference librarian. Call your elected official. Call your state Maryland. Call your congressman and 2 senators. You just call them. They're going to know. They've had these questions before. Can I get money for a real estate startup? Help low income? Possibly, John. I mean, you can. If you're living in it, there's more of a chance. If you're just going to use it for a business, that's harder, but not, impossible. There's for every city has like 175 programs, government programs, and you have to fish through and do the work. It takes a lot of legwork. If you don't know how to do it, a good place to start is your local meetup.com, and they have all real estate meetups you could go to for free, or now it's probably virtually for free to do that. But the stimulus and the gifts, now that's another thing, gifts. Other gifts that you don't know about, there's like, you could get a copy of the census form that your great-grandmother filled out. Like, I think from up until 1920 and earlier, the census forms are public information. I forget what the date is now, but it's something like that. So the census form that your grandmother filled out, that's public information, and you can get it. So you get a flag flown over the counter. Hey, how about this? Get a Christmas card from Trump before he leaves office. He'll send you a Christmas card. You work through your congressmen and senators, okay? And they're the ones who get the White House to send you a Christmas card, okay? and particularly, I know there's special ones for seniors. You have somebody on anniversaries or a kid's birthday and stuff like that. So contact your congressman. That will teach you. Now that's a good way to start learning how to use your elected official, because you could use them to get money too. But this way, just use them to get a Christmas card for your friends, loved ones, family, or whatever, from the White House. So you're looking for greetings from the White House. How to get that? Because they got some machine that does it all. They put Mabel Kowalski in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Happy 80th birthday, Donald Trump, That machine does it all. But Mabel thinks it's wonderful. Oh, my kid knows somebody in the White House. Look what he got. And that's what's it. So that's why there's so many things like that from the government that you don't know about that are neat. And so if you're a patriot, this is a way, and you have patriot friends, man. So you get them you could go to the Capitol Hill gift shop. What they have in the Capitol, U.S. Capitol gift shop, I used to get these. They took down part of the Capitol years ago and added to it. All that sandstone that they took out, they made paperweights out of. And you can get the sand tone of the paperweight, or bookends I think they have too. So things like that are fun and they're really inexpensive, but the free stuff is even better. Or you have somebody who wants to go back to school. Oh, I want to go in healthcare. Okay, what you do, so you find out what state they're in, because almost every state now has special programs that they'll pay people to study healthcare. We need healthcare professionals. So a lot of states have that. Or there's Johnson & Johnson has a listing of 350 scholarships for people who want to be in healthcare. You hear that? 350 scholarships. So search for Johnson & Johnson nurse. I think they call it nursing, but it's all healthcare stuff. Nursing scholarships. And you'll find that list. Okay, get that list, find the website or print it out. Give it to your friends and say, man, look at you have a chance to give this, an education for $100 grand that they don't have to pay for, and the rest of their life has changed forever. And that's because you spent some time looking. And found that. You didn't spend a nickel and you changed somebody's life forever. That's the power of this stuff, and that we all dismiss it. Oh, it's a pain in the ass. Sure. This is called life. And life is a pain in the ass. My first name being able to figure out how to participate in the chats. Well, I don't care. I'm on my little phone here, and it's hard for me to participate in the chats. You can participate, I think, but I can't. But make sure. I think that list is all the way at the bottom of the page under one of. No, the list I talk about is in the last video I just did, and it's in the description. It's not in the chats. The lists I put in the description, and when I go home here, and it'll take me a half hour, 45 minutes to get home, I'll put them here too. And the list is the report on all the new thing that's in the stimulus bill. So that's what's in the file that you could download from the description, not the chats. Description, the video description on YouTube. I put it in there. Okay, and if you're a Let's Go Help member, it's right with the link with this video. So you'll see it there a lot easier. Johnson & Johnson, we're not Johnson. You have to Google Johnson & Johnson. It's a separate website, but it's done by Johnson & Johnson. If you can't find it, email me. I'll try to get the link for you. And if you don't get it in 2 days, you have to beat on me. Unless you're a member, I have it over that side. But I have trouble getting into Facebook now. It's terrible. I'm drowning. Help me, help me. I can't get out of this data bits. Email address, letsgofreeradio@gmail.com. Were you able to get in your Facebook? No. letsgofreeradio@gmail.com. And like I say, in 2 years, if you want the healthcare scholarships, okay? But the other report for all the new programs that are in the new stimulus that just came out this morning, I have that in the description of the last video I did, okay? You could download it from there right now. And that's everything. There's money, extra money, $300, then an extra $100 a week. If you're not working, there's a $600 check that goes up to $2,400. There's money, grant money for business. There's PPP, forgivable loans for business. There's money for daycare. There's money for people in college, or even there's money for people who need broadband. There's money for food stuff, and there's money to pay rent, to pay forward rent and to pay backward rent. So that is all in there. So find out about it by downloading in the description, not the chat. You like to chat, you chatty little buggers, you. And not the chatty, but don't be a chatty catty. Catty chatty. There are recent grants and loans for business. Yes, and actually I have a whole bunch of the last the 2 times before that. Oh, about 3 videos ago, all the members of Let's Go Help, all the ELF members, I have a bunch of ELFs that do research, and they do it for free. They volunteer research, and they came up with 27 wonderful free websites that give all kinds of, and one was 124 websites just to give women money for business or for anything. 124 separate websites. That's in that list, and I'm sharing that with the public. You don't have to be a member either. I don't know if I'll be just generous after Christmas. But these wonderful people that are members of Let's Go Help are really into helping other people too. And that's what I'm encouraged. See, I hear if you give someone a way to change their life because it's a free thing they could get, man, or free money, I mean, that changes better than a new sweater. To improve their life, and you can then. You don't need money to do that, and that's why people, the gift of giving your work, your research, or whatever is wonderful. These are homemade gifts that you can do and help people with, and that's what Let's Go Help is doing. That's why they created this list that I didn't do the research. They did. That's what's neat about the membership. They do it all. So that's why I can't even get in to answer questions, and they're answering the questions. I'm out of a job. What am I going to do? Oh, I know a government program that may be able to get me unemployment money and train for a new job, because my skills are maybe going out of date. All these people are doing it without me. So what am I going to do? I got to live another 15, 20 years, right? But I know I'm going to call my career one-stop center. And get free money to train for a new job. And you can. You could be a millionaire and get that money to train for a new job. Doctors do it. Everybody does it. I need this thing here. Rent and utilities, that's in the new package. Pay past rent, forward rent, everything. That's in there. It's going to be coming down soon. And that's why you want to find out about it, because you want to be the first in line. You don't want to know a week after it's in there. It's out and out because it's going to be gone. You have to be first to make sure you get some, because these are limited programs. They're not unlimited, not like Social Security. Anybody shows up has to get it, or Veterans Benefit. Anybody shows up has to get it. I spelled the name wrong. I've been looking and to no avail, but I wish you and your family Merry Christmas. You bet. Sexy who? Sexy grandma. Oh, it's not like my kind of gal. Thanks, Nikki. So that's it. So look at that report that I have. I'll have it here under the description here soon. But right now, it's in the last video I did. Download that right now and look through that. Okay, you have to go to the unemployment. You have to do that right away, and you apply even though you don't think you're eligible. You look at the loans, the two loans. There's PPP and the EDIL. You want to apply definitely for the EDIL, even if you're a freelancer or nonprofit or anything. And then you go down the line. The rent money, the utility money, the past rent money, the forward rent money. They're going to pay it in the future. Also, the eviction is report from the CDC is extended for another 30 days. It was going to extend, be over December 31st. Now that's in January 31st. So they can't throw you out in the street yet. EDL turned me down. Well, that doesn't matter. That's before. You asked her for a date before and she said no. Well, things are different now. You try it again. I don't know. And that's, I mean, if you say, you can always find a reason. That everything is so screwed up now. You can't, you don't take anything for granted, man. There's nothing that's normal. That would be under the normal. That, oh yes, you were refused once and that's it. But to me, that's sort of like asking the cheerleader to go out with you and she said no. Man, things are different now. It's been 6 months ago. Let's see what she thinks now. How is that going to hurt? You're going to waste almost maybe an hour. Oh my God, you'll be lost forever. So you waste an hour, but maybe you get 10 grand. Now that's how to that's how to waste your time. Just don't waste time bitching. Do something. And then bitch, and then do something else. And then bitch, and then do something else. Then bitch, then do something else. And then you'll be a member of the human race. At least now, because that's the only game in town, you know. So buckle up, strap yourself in, and go on for a bumpy ride, because we're going to be doing this for a while, aren't we? That doesn't look like an easy way out of this shit. See you soon. Don't forget, download that report of the stimulus programs, because there's a lot of very good stuff in there. And if you don't know about it quickly, and if you don't start applying quickly, you may never get it, you know, and because it's a limited amount for all these programs. I think for the check, they have to keep giving it as people show up. But for the other ones, and unemployment, they have to keep giving. But all the other stuff, like paying the rent, the business stuff, that's all, you know, when it's gone, it's gone. So we don't know how long it's going to be there. So make sure you, you know, get in line, find it out about it. That's why get that report, because if you call somebody, you have a document from the Congress that tells you about this program. So you can say, hey, you look at you stupid bureaucrat. They said, and if that doesn't work, you call your elected officials. Start learning to use them, because they are invaluable. It's the most important tool you have in your life, and everybody has access to that. You don't have access to the fat cat consultants. You don't. You have access to somebody more valuable, and that's your elected official right up there. They could get things moving better than any fat cat consultant ever. And your phone call is the same as anybody else's. The billionaire calls, well, they probably get it better. But you have access, and that's for you, okay? That's exactly what I'm doing now. Download it. I thank you very much. Oh, great. Okay, so you went over to my other one to download. Please download. Tell your friends, please, to download that, because, you know, every American needs that. Where'd happened to my glasses? Shit. Oh, they're on me. See what happens when you get old? I didn't even know I had my glasses on. Jesus Christ. You better drain me fast, because I don't know what I'm going to be like a couple of months from now if I don't even know I have my glasses on. I'm dangerous, so don't trust me. Get the government document. That's what I mean. You know, I talked about earlier. You know, get it from the horse's mouth, not me. Man, you can't trust me. Who the hell knows what's in my head? So that's why I want to give you government documents. Do it for yourself. Learn the system. Learn how to find out before, and don't trust people like me or the other media or whatever, what the hell they say. No, find out yourself. Get the document, call your elected official. They're the people that write this stuff. Don't trust somebody who's, you know, some fat cat making a lot of money trying to tell you about this stuff. No. Talk to the people who give it out and who make the laws, you know. That's why what you're doing, you know, when you hire a consultant or something to find out, you're hiring somebody, you know, at what, $400 an hour, like a lawyer, to go learn the law for you, when you could call somebody who wrote the law. And they enforce it too. Now that's crazy. Yeah, but we're suckers for spending money, particularly if you have it. Okay, guys, thank you so much for letting me have fun. I'm having fun. I hope you are.